The Autodesk Revit extension for Casbee is the first Casbee and BIM collaboration tool in Japan, bringing Casbee and BIM together. By leveraging on the power of BIM and Casbee, the architects can start analyzing the design at an early stage, make intelligent decisions for more sustainable design based on Casbee rating, create the necessary output for submission, making the process more efficient. Now let's use a sample of 5 stories commercial building to see the Autodesk Revit extension for Casbee in action. First, we start out with perimeter annual load calculation, which is required by the Japan Energy Conservation Law. To do the calculation, user specifies the region and usage of the project. The user then specifies the material for the envelope by picking the desired materials for each layer of exterior walls, floors, and roof. The thermal conductivity and solar radiation transmission rate are calculated automatically. Next, the user specifies the glass type. Here too, the thermal conductivity and solar transmission rate for the glass type are calculated automatically. The user can use a template with default values to skip this process and to make a quick preliminary calculation. Shades can be specified if there is any. The user then specifies each room usage and whether it is air-conditioned. The perimeter zone will then be created. Then the user specifies the orientation of each zone and whether it is under the sun or the shadow. The perimeter annual load will then be calculated. A report will be automatically created in an Excel sheet that can be used for the submission required by the Energy Conservation Law. The result is automatically input to Casbee Evaluation LR1 Energy Building Thermal Load. The architect can see the results early and start making changes and evaluate the effects. In this case, the value is barely under the required standard. Therefore, the architect can immediately consider alternatives that can make greater reduction. By first calculating perimeter annual load, the values for the envelope performance are automatically input. The designer can also easily check the daylighting factor. Traditionally, this can be a time-consuming exercise. By using this extension, users only need to select the representative room. A measuring point is automatically generated and the daylighting factor is calculated. After studying the results, the designer may decide to have more daylighting. The designer can also change to larger windows and obtain the new value easily. For openings by orientation, the orientation of the windows in the BIM model has already been determined automatically. Other Casbee evaluation items such as Q1 indoor environment, daylight devices and natural ventilation performance, Q2 quality of service, provision of space and storage, space for refreshment, allowance for story height, adaptability of floor layout, and provision of backup space are also supported. When going through the whole process, the results of the 11 items will be exported to the Casbee Excel appraisal form. For the rest of the items, they will be set at default value of 3. The user can use this extension to perform analysis and calculation and export the results to the Casbee Excel appraisal form, and at the same time utilize these results to create coordinated drawings, helping to save time. Finally, this extension is compliant to the Casbee for New Construction Simplified version. It can be downloaded from the Subscription Center without additional cost, which is one of our subscription benefits. Autodesk will continue to support the design for a sustainable future.